Exile of the Galactic Council. In the sprawling cosmos governed by the Galactic Council, an unparalleled authority that presided over thousands of star systems, laws were absolute, and deviations were not tolerated. Among the Council's elite was a hybrid alien named Kalara, born from the union of two species, the telepathic Velexians and the biomorphic Tyranni, infamous for their mutation-prone genes. Kalara's unique heritage gave her powers unseen in the galaxy. She could alter her form at will, adapt to extreme environments, and wield limited telekinetic abilities. Yet, her hybrid nature was a blasphemy to the Council's rigid ideology of genetic purity. When her mutant abilities flared during a crucial Council summit, causing a containment breach that destroyed a satellite colony, she was branded a danger to the galaxy. The Council decreed her exile. Life in exile. Thrown onto the barren world of Draxus 9, a planet shunned for its acidic storms and predatory wildlife, Kalara was left to fend for herself. Alone, hunted by the creatures of the wasteland, she began to master her abilities. Her mutations, once unstable, became her greatest strength. She learned to mimic Draxus 9's fauna, generating camouflage to escape predators and even creating bioluminescent signals to lure prey. But the loneliness gnawed at her. Every star she saw was a reminder of the world she could never return to. The human soldier. Years later, a desperate Terran military unit crash-landed on Draxus 9 after being ambushed by the Zorath Empire, an expansionist faction threatening the galaxy. Their leader, Captain Jace Merrick, was a battle-hardened human soldier who had led countless missions but now found himself stranded with his crew, many of whom were injured or dying. Kalara, watching them from the shadows, debated intervening. Humans were rare in the Galactic Council's domains, known mostly for their resourcefulness and stubbornness. Though wary of them, Kalara's empathy, inherited from her Velexian side, overpowered her caution. One night, she stepped into their camp, her alien form startling them. Her bioluminescent patterns shifted in a calming rhythm, a universal sign of peace. Though Jace was skeptical, he allowed her to approach, intrigued by her otherworldly presence. Kalara healed their injuries using her biomorphic abilities, which allowed her to generate curative enzymes. Over weeks, she worked alongside the crew, earning their trust and admiration. Jace, in particular, was captivated by her strength and resilience. The threat, unbeknownst to them, the Zorath Empire was tracking the Terran ship's signal. When a Zorathian warship descended upon Draxus 9, the crew was vastly outmatched. Kalara realized she could not stand by and watch these humans, who had shown her kindness, be slaughtered. Using her abilities, Kalara infiltrated the Zorathian ship, her body morphing to bypass security systems. She sabotaged their engines and released the Terran prisoners, all while fighting off Zorathian soldiers with her telekinetic powers. Her heroism turned the tide of the battle. However, the fight left her weakened. As the Zorathians regrouped for a final attack, Jace made a daring plan. He and his crew would use the damaged Terran ship to deliver a devastating counterstrike, but it required Kalara's unique ability to shield them from the acidic storms. Together, they fought side by side, defeating the Zorathian forces. In the process, Jace and Kalara developed a bond built on mutual respect and trust, a connection deeper than anything she had experienced before. Redemption. News of the Zorathian defeat reached the Galactic Council. Despite their disdain for her hybrid nature, the Council could not ignore Kalara's role in saving a Terran crew and halting a Zorathian invasion. Jace, leveraging humanity's growing influence, petitioned for Kalara's exile to be revoked, arguing that her abilities were not a threat but a gift to the galaxy. Kalara was summoned before the council once more. This time, she was not alone. Jace stood by her side, along with his surviving crew, who testified to her courage and sacrifice. Reluctantly, the council reinstated her as a galactic citizen, albeit under strict conditions. New beginnings. Kalara chose not to return to the council's elite. Instead, she joined Jace and his crew, becoming a bridge between humanity and the alien species of the galaxy. Together, they embarked on missions to protect the fragile peace of the cosmos, her mutant abilities now a beacon of hope rather than fear. For the first time, Kalara found not just acceptance, but a purpose, and in Jace, a companion who saw her not as a mutant or an exile, but as someone extraordinary. Epilogue. Legends of Kalara, the exile-turned-hero, spread across the galaxy, inspiring hybrids, mutants, and outcasts to rise above the prejudices they faced. The Galactic Council, though slow to change, began to rethink its rigid ideologies, proving that even in the vast darkness of space, there was always room for light.